Hello everyone. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Faule Asifarin. My name is 241301102 and 6. Today, I would like to present my teaching practice in mathematics. The topic that I will discuss is mathematical logic. I hope this session will run well and be clear. Thank you. Now, I will start the teaching session. So, let's begin. Good morning, everyone. My name is Miss Farin, and I will be your teacher today. Before we begin, think about this question for a moment. When you say something, how do you know it is true or false?
Maybe we check if it is correct, Miss?
Exactly, we need logic to decide it. So today, we are going to learn about mathematical logic. By the end of this lesson, you are expected to explain the concept of mathematical logic with examples, identify statements and non-statements, understand logical operations, read and understand short mathematical text related to logic, write simple sentences using correct grammar and vocabulary. Before we go to the main topic, let's look at some important vocabulary. I will say the word first and you can repeat after me.
Okay, Miss.
Mathematical logic is logika matematika. Statement is pernyataan. Truth value is nilai kebenaran. True is benar. False is salah. Negation is negasi. Conjunction is konjungsi. Disjunction is disjungsi. Implication is implikasi, and then biconditional is biimplikasi. Good. Now, let's start with the main concept. Mathematical logic is a branch of mathematics that studies how to reason correctly to determine whether a statement is true or false. Before we go further, think about this. Why do we need logic in mathematics?
To know is something right or wrong.
Exactly. We need logic so we can decide whether an idea or a statement is correct. After understanding mathematical logic, we will learn about statement. A statement is a sentence that has a truth value, either true or false. Let's look at some example. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Think about it. Is it true or false?
True.
Yes, that's right. Is it true? And then 7 greater than 10. What do you think?
I think false, Miss.
Correct. Is it false? Now, open the door. Is this a statement?
No, Miss.
Nice. Is it not a statement because it does not have a truth value? Now, we move to logical operation. First, negation. Negation is used to reverse the truth value of a statement. This T is the sky is blue. What will happen if we negate it?
It becomes not blue.
Exactly, it becomes the sky is not blue. Next, conjunction. Conjunction use and. It is true only if both statements are true. For the example, I read a book. I write notes. What happens if we combine them?
Use and, Miss?
Yes, that's right. I read a book and write notes. Now, disjunction. Disjunction connects the statement using or. It is true if at least one statement is true. For the example, I eat rice. I eat noodles. What is the combined sentence?
I eat rice or noodles.
Good. I eat rice or noodles. And next, implication. Implication is a statement in the form if P, then Q. For the example, I study. I pass the test. What is the implication?
If I study, then I pass.
Exactly. If I study, then I pass the test. And the last one is be conditional. It means if and only if. Think about this. When are two statements connected perfectly?
When both are related, miss?
Yes, that's right. When both conditions are related. For the example, you are eligible. You meet the requirements. So the big conditional is you are eligible if and only if you meet the requirements. Now, let's look at the truth table. A truth table shows all possible truth values. Try to observe the table carefully.
It shows true and false values.
Good. It shows combination of true and false values. In daily life, mathematical logic is used for decision making, computer programming, problem solving, logical reasoning, digital system, and everyday if-then situations. Have you ever used if in real life?
Yes, like if I study, I pass.
Yes, exactly. That is an example of implication. Now, let's review what we have learned today. Mathematical logic helps us reason correctly. A statement has a truth value, true or false. Logical operations include negation, conjunction, disjunction, implication, and biconditional. A truth table is used to determine the truth value as compound statements. And lastly, mathematical logic can be applied in daily life, technology, and decision making. So, before we finish, think about this question. What is the difference between a statement and not a statement?
Statements has truth value, non-statements does not.
Perfect. A statement has truth value while a non-statement does not. So we have reached the end of today's lesson. I hope this session helped you understand mathematical logic more clearly. Thank you for attention. I'm Miss Farin. See you in the next lesson. Goodbye and have a great day.
Thank you, Miss.